being a Rome Belleric anyways, and a mid Rafaela.
I think all things Rose and let the Moskov take over the late game.
It's an easier route through a consistent path in Team Falcons, while TNC just want to put pedal to the metal,
That's right.
face to fist as soon as they get their skill kits. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2. TNC Pro Team are holding on for hope to try and make it to game number 3 by equalizing.
Yep.
Can they stop Team Falcons from getting the sweep?
I feel like they should have a lot more in their kit to be as aggressive as they want here in the early game, and you're seeing it just now!
Haji!
First blood for Finn! A much better start for TNC!
I said face to fist as soon as they get their kit, but they do it in the first minute.
This is how TNC should play this. This is the lineup as intended. And Zaida, because of that, is able to get to the Crammer. Look at the positioning coming up from Ryota. As soon as Zaida went in for the Crammer steal, you can see Ryota guarding their own side of the jungle. This is the way to do it, TNC. Be aggressive, but at the same time, protect your own jungle.
No counter jungling here, no mirroring, says Ryota. Team Falcons now have to recalculate, find their ground. Oh, good!
No, tell me they get 2 mid heroes from Falcons in just the first minute, and they might! Zaida gets taunted though, and it's gonna be a counterplay for Falcons. It's actually Ogwin taking out Zaida. I swear that could have been a kill for Zaida.
1 for 1. And dare I say, it's more painful for TNC to have lost a jungler in the exchange. All Falcons had to do was spend a few battle spells, and now Finn finds it! Changing the equation, 2 for 1 now.
No purifies, but even with a purify, that's a Lilia who could just keep throwing out their glooms. Haji and Ogwin are both delayed by so much in terms of how they've been able to manage the mid lane, the river, and it's very good for TNC. So far, they are currently holding this turtle, but Falcons are still going to show up.
This has gone from a game to a fight in the first 2 minutes. Turtle's up, Ryota holding on to it. Kyle still working on his purple. Damage laid down on the Haji. In comes Flap.
Bravest fighter coming in, and the welcome, Daytona's welcome, but it's Vino actually secures the objective first. Flap doesn't last long, even with the Bravest fighter form, and now they're going to slowly transition. I don't think Kyle even wanted to go for his purple anymore. It's a double kill for Zaida, and there's not much he can do. He's all alone. There's no one there to help or guard his purple buff.
Zen is a singularity, a black hole that takes away every bit of effort that Falcons can put on the fight. He just stops everything that Falcons does. And that's what's putting them up 4 kills, a turtle, and approaching 2,000 up in the first 3 minutes. What a revelation, Zen's Badang.
This is why the Lapo did come in as a surprise. It was really great flex from Team Falcons, but I feel nothing that TNC couldn't just really handle, especially if he goes in all alone. Because at that moment, he was all alone, and it's another Daytona's welcome coming in. They get to find Ogwin all over again, and even with the Wrath of Dryad, can Falcons make a turnaround
SOD!
play? The SOD lands, it's Saito who falls! They find the jungler in exchange of their roam.
Okay, Marco, ever the wiser, chooses not to press the button and decides to stay. This is more important for him to do. Kyle gets walked in on. That's a big fight!
And he's freezing the waves as much as he can. So Falcons, bit by bit, they're still finding ways to deal with this really good start that TNC eventually showed us.
They took down Big J. That wasn't Kyle walking into people. That was people walking into Kyle. And this turns straight into a lot of gold for Super Marco. Bree, Marco's farming out of his pants right now.
It's an unexpected Moskov too, that we gotta say, because it's been unsuccessful the first time we saw the Moskov come through.
They overcooked.
But this is different.
This is just cooked. I mean, no. What's the opposite of chopped?
What's the opposite?
This is
whole.
This is looks maxing. Oh!
Oh, or a farming maybe Finn! Okay, not even able to use the black shoes there.
Yeah, that was a good kill because that's 2-0 and 3, Lilia.
Oh, they're still going!
Okay, fist break. Not gonna use the fist crack. There you go, but it's not gonna trap anyone anymore. Zaida could not even get close, and that's Falcons turning things around. In a blink of an eye, the lead we saw in TNC is nowhere to be found.
Is gone. 2 minutes, all TNC. 5 minutes, now Falcons have a respectable lead.
And it took just 1 kill. To be fair, Falcons, if you're going to be looking at their composition, they're very strong when it comes to the neutral objectives. Every time that the turtle is up and the spells are available for the Lapu-Lapu, the Beleric, as well as this Rafaela, they're pretty strong. And this because of the amount of sustain that they have with each other. If you head-to-head collide that against TNC, with TNC relying on burst damage, the heal coming out from Falcons is going to be massive.
Okay, they flickered forward. They wanted to find more maybe, but that wasn't ideal. Flap is still alive. Kyle was able to get out. And so that's just a flicker burned and a Daytona's welcome for TNC. They didn't get anything.
There's not enough damage on TNC at 5 minutes to be able to take down a Lapu-Lapu.
And, well, we just mentioned how strong Falcons' sustain is. But that's only around the river. You still have to think about what happens in between. And every time that they are separated from each other, there is a potential for TNC to go for the pickoffs. That's why Falcons notice they're just going to be grouping up.
Oh, my Lord. Big J ganked on. And now down the bottom.
Okay, this is something Flap cannot survive anymore. It's going to be a trade, a turret for a tier 2 and a kill on their gold.
Oh my god, Super Markov done this so many times before that he knows that it's much better to attack the turret itself rather than the minion wave. My god.
Oh, Zen has to stop that wave.
No, he can't. He can't do anything. There's nothing he can do.
Marco did it.
Marco
did it. He left it on. Final turtle spawning lower quarter.
Wow.
I can feel the pressure on the shoulders of the new team captain of TNC, the leader of the Riot army. Off of his Detna's welcome is where the fight starts. That's it. There's no other way. Zen has to find a roundabout way to flank. Oh, here we go.
And he decides to go for Ogwen instead, but the Wrath of Dryad is still going to be there. This big fist crack, but it's not going to connect in time. Instead, it's a Land Shaker, which catches everyone. Zyda goes in through the back lines, though, but Super Marco joining the fight doesn't seem to be looking good for TNC. They find Kyle, however, and they might have just turned things around.
3 for 1. Zen for Falcons, majority of front line. SOD, no one home. Zyda scores the last turtle.
TNC are back. They're now going to take down this tier 1 in mid.
What I saw from that fight from TNC is the fact that Ryota trusts Zyda so much. That even when there is so much distance that they had to cover, and the fact that somebody could be taken away from them, he still initiated with the Daytona's welcome onto Ogwen, making sure that Falcons will commit to him, and then it will be Zyda's turn to clean up afterwards. They know how this Hirara operates coming out from Zyda. There's a lot of good communication between them. Zyda able to get a kill out to the backlines and then get the turtle afterwards. And of course, a big flicker play coming out from Jome.
Yeah, because the mechanics, right? That was a Wrath of Dryad Zyda walked into. But it still worked out nonetheless. He was able to find the targets to deal the damage and get out safely.
Impressive. Again, this is the player that TNC chose to build their new roster around.
For sure.
The on-paper best jungler out of Season 16, who was at the heart of the lineup that rocked the Cuneta Astrodome.
Yeah.
8.5 minutes in, TNC are up almost 1,000 gold, and they're threatening the purple away from Kyle. Kyle is in a very different position as he was in Game 1. This is a different game, a new struggle for Team Falcons.
Season 16, Zyda was unanimously the vote of not only the talents, but also the general public who watches MPLPH. If you've seen enough of the Season 16, you would really say that, yep, Zyda was the guy when it comes to assassin junglers and jungling in general. Now TNC are going to be moving around him. And in fairness with Falcons, they're not overreacting to anything that TNC is doing. Naturally, they were able to diminish the lead by just 300 right now.
Keep it there.
And they did it so seamlessly. They literally just defended.
I mean, this is a lineup that is known to claw back from a 13,000 goal deficit.
For sure.
Yeah.
The only one in the history of the league, I believe, to have done that. And they did it against none other than the M7 World Champion. Zen gets denied his recall as Kyle spots him.
Okay, Ogwen's on the way, but they're not going to trap Zen. Zyda and the others were there too, but a solo kill in bottom lane.
Big J finds bulletproof.
We need to see how it happened.
We saw the tail end. I don't know how that started.
We didn't see. Okay, but he's gonna be back. That's still gonna be Haji on the Rafaela.
Yeah, Joke didn't even have to commit the flicker. That's how good he was during that fight.
How did that happen? Hard same, Bree. Hard same. Like, what happened? What caused that?
Big J happened.
Yeah, Big J, we were not expecting that.
He's a force of nature, man.
Force of nature for sure.
I can still hear it. People in India, in Malaysia shouting, Big J.
Oh, you hear this too. It's a conceal from Falcons, but they eventually get revealed by the gloom, so they're not able to get anything out of it as much, but at least secure this purple buff for Kyle.
All right, he still got it. And this does put them within contestation range. Ryota holding down this avenue. Falcon finds the back line. Flap posting up in this dangerous grass specialty brush.
Yeah, he's gonna hold on to that. At least Falcons find and get to position themselves somehow, but there definitely are waves that have to be dealt with. Fortunately, with Super Marco. Oh, but maybe not fortunately!
Zaida Zen find him! Marco's down!
This was something TNC saw coming!
Oh, freshly revived Moskov.
Yep, there's nothing.
Oh,
Haji's
my
passive is on cooldown.
And that will eventually say that Falcons have no contention over this neutral objective. TNC secures the Lord with that 1,500 gold lead, punishing the late game centric lineup of Team Falcons, specifically the Moskov that was separated from his group.
It was such a great understanding of timings.
Something tells me Marco knew what was coming. He didn't even have to flicker. I didn't even have to purify.
Yeah.
I think he spent his dash to try and disengage, and then he was caught anyways.
Huh.
So he just accepted it.
Yeah.
TNC are now up 2,000. Lord marching down through bot. I believe Holy Shields should expire in about 5 seconds, so that's something that Falcons would not have to help them clear. Can Kyle secure his own purple? Yep, he's good.
This is just tricky, because even Zen, he's finding more and more angles to play around with now. You could probably expect maybe a surprise fist crack if only Falcons aren't able to position themselves well enough in this upcoming Lord Siege.
Falcons are so scared of so many things. Detna's welcome, a flicker wall out of Zen. I mean, those are two main things.
Part memory.
Yeah.
That too. Zen is concealed.
He's already used the conceal. They're not going to go in just yet, though. Falcons will still defend, but oh, Gwen! Jumping in together with the Bravest Fighter. Could they deny this engage still from Falcons? It's going to be enough for them to at least hold on to this mid-turret. Super Marco! Going in! They're going for the kills! They're going to lose Flap in the process, though, but all of their turrets, except bottom lane, are intact.
Falcons were not in the right position. They could not lean into the good angle that they were finding themselves in. I think that was a call for Marco saying, no, I'm not ready yet, don't.
Yeah, they're trying their best. They tried to go for a cheeky play with the initiation coming from Ogwin. Had it not been for the lead that TNC have been able to build, it would be a kill. And of course, the Hirara is just so OP. Being jumped on, still surviving afterwards with the double iframes. We can see it happening as Ogwin tried to go for the play onto Zaida.
Yeah, it looked really good. It was Zaida and Jome that they caught, but there was a wind of nature too.
Oh.
There was an iframe that you really got to see from Zaida. Look at that. Not even Marco joining in could have cleaned up.
I think he wasn't ready yet. Most of them were all
Okay.
flicker in!
Okay.
Down goes Jome!
Big J's gone. A two-man Wrath of Giant. It's Vid who falls next. Ryota and Zaida running away. Falcons, they want more. These are 5 members trying to go for the chase.
Holy
They're pushing
healing,
Ryota,
helping
but
him close the
Zaida!
They're in! And they push him back!
Push him back, but they have to manage the minion wave in the bottom lane. We'll have the minions for their 12 seconds in. There are 2 members of TNC having to respond for now. Falcons will not be able to take advantage of the situation, although that was a promising win for Falcons.
Yeah. Oh, are they still going to try and burst this though? Zen and
can.
Zaida are within range.
Oh no, they are! We're not on flying clouds! They know that they'll have to walk!
And they also have the Wrath of the Dryad.
Oh, there you go! Right on cue! Zaida has to iframes his way out of it with a fist break, fist crack! Haji though, clutch heals, making sure that the rest of the members of Team Falcons will stay alive, but Kyle, the Sky Piercer, Joe finds a kill!
There's not enough out of TNC. Kyle gets revived, and they're going for it. Lord up top.
Oh, TNC disrespecting the Rafaela healing. Joe flickering it forward, also not respecting Flap that can turn things around.
That, and he had no stacks.
No stacks. Went for the torn apart memory, trying to take out Haji the process, but eventually
He raw
just
dogged
giving
it.
his life away, thinking that after the Sky Piercer stock that he was able to gain after taking down Kyle, it will be enough, but it wasn't. It's the Rafaela healing and the damage output wasn't enough. Falcons pushing top.
It ruined the math for Big J. I think that's the case here. Oh no, they are penetrated up top. Inhibitor falling. TNC and Falcons are equalized at least on either side.
Okay. I thought Zen and Zyda were trying to go for something there, but Falcons, these are 4 members just running away.
Look at them boxing in Super Marco, making sure that there will be no flank. Imagine some teams would have backed down a bit, and then whenever they see like an opening to go for the recall, they will recall out of there. But no, Falcons were patient.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were moving up as 4 members, making sure that there will be no assassination plays coming out from the Hirara.
They're not leaving anything to chance because it's already happened in this game.
Yeah.
Marco was already caught out by, what, a roaming duo. Zen and Zyda was it, but now Falcons are protecting this 1,000 goal lead that they have, which is again fleeting. We don't know if TNC is capable of clapping back again. Because look at the map, it's mostly blue.
Yeah. And it's great that they already dealt with, at least to a certain extent, the long lane, because it's always been probably one of the things that held back Falcons from just going all out when there's a really major team fight, which eventually happens on the map.
Uh-oh.
It's become a very tense fight from almost like a big win for TNC already. Falcons turned it around, and now we're at 600 gold. Both of the top and the bottom lane for teams.
Conceal. They flush out Ryota. That's a defensive use of the Barats.
Conceal,
Death is
counter
welcome.
conceal.
From the back!
From the sides, it's Zen, Jom, and Zyda. They nearly got to find Kyle there, but there are quick reactions too from Falcons.
Amazing box coming up from Falcons. You gotta have to replay that. And remember, maybe that's one of the master classes when it comes to like helping your teammates, going back together, boxing each other so that you'll not have any kind of opening for your opponents. Now the Lord Fight will commence. Falcons will have the disadvantage, but they do have the Moskov to clear that one out. Granted, if the SOD lands, it will be a 5v5, but if not, Falcons will be in trouble.
That is the coin flip TNC is holding on to. The fact that they are only afraid of a 5v5 if Marco gets the SOD. That's why they're keeping themselves scarce. That's why they're like spread out like this.
Kyle being found out up top.
Yeah, I get spotted by Zen. Super Marco will be back though.
Okay, he's here. Worry not, SOD can be used for the re-engage. Lord here at half health.
Zen! Zen's gonna go into the back lines! He's actually gonna find a setup, and then the Donuts welcome too! They're gonna focus on Kyle! And it's Kyle who they actually want! But Kyle is not down! Kyle is still alive! And Flap zoning out the rest! Now it's just Ryota isolated and taken
Bottom
down!
lane.
Oh, the conceal. They want to answer to Zyda. Not so fast. He escorts a big chubby wave, but Falcons are able to answer back, and there's a wave for Falcons up top too.
Oh, good shot coming out from TNC, coming out from the Badang, Zen, but there wasn't any quick follow-up. There eventually was the follow-up, but it wasn't on time. And Falcons really took advantage of that. Kyle, even though after he receives the Daytona's welcome, he still managed to land the knockout strike on 2 members of TNC. That's why you can see the healing from the Rafaela and the sustain coming out from Kyle. The spell vamp is there.
Oh man, deja vu. After a skirmish,
okay.
comes Marco!
It happened again! Jom! Can
No
he find a way around this? No! Jom is not going to be alive for the defense!
This is tough.
Super Marcus says, welcome back to MPL. I'm gonna solo kill ya at 19 minutes.
Dear Lord, spent his whole kit to do that too, but I'd say it's worth it. Lord up top, Kyle versus Zyda down bottom, mid falls, Falcons can smell blood in the sky.
There's Wrath of Pride still, and the Lord marching up top. Flap can go in with the bravest fighter, but they're taking their time, and there he finally does. Wrath of Pride still not used. Super Marco just trying to find the target. Senna with another setup, with the Holy Blessing. Ryota's down. It's a double kill for Flap and a perfectly timed entrance as Team Falcon
for the Titans of MLBB as Team Falcons sweeps TNC.